What's up guys, welcome to today's video. I'm here at Misty and Kevin's house and we're loading the truck up and we are headed to Memphis, Tennessee. It's obviously raining, storming. It rained and stormed last night, so we're very lucky that we are headed to much sunnier, hopefully drier conditions than this. It's gonna be awesome, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I can't wait. I hear it's a sweat fest down there. The humidity is way high.
It's gonna be like, what, 90 something degrees?
Only 95 today.
95, okay. But what's cool is that we're doing a time trial race today, and then tomorrow we're doing a cross country race. And before the time trial today, we're actually gonna pre-ride the course though. So Misty is gonna decide if she's gonna race or not after she sees the course, but it's really flat.
This is a big secret, secret. We'll see.
Really flat course, kind of tight and twisty, but you know.
It's so good on tight and twisty.
Yeah, that's fun.
If it's technical, I'm there. I'm great.
So it's a really fast course, and the time trial is a 4-mile time trial. So
that's nothing. You can do that in your sleep.
Yeah, you should at least do the time trial.
Heck yeah, why not? Because I'm fast when it comes to tight and twisty.
All right, let's get in the car and go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I get too deep sometimes in my own head, unstitch the fabric to find a common.
What's going on, Sean?
Oh, just typical bike maintenance stuff, you know. You want to be ready for a race. So I had a friend that gave me a nice set of wheels to help me out. I swapped them out. They really did help, but my brakes are dragging.
Yeah. Well, we made it to Memphis, but Sean's having to do emergency bike maintenance. Should be pretty easy to fix.
Oh, it's minor.
Sean having bike issues.
But I'm gonna have fun though.
Continues here in Memphis.
Episode number 386.
Yeah. So we're about to do a pre-ride, a 10-mile pre-ride of the XC course, and then we're gonna do the time trial race. What's the temperature out here?
3006.
No, no. So yeah, we're gonna see how this pre-ride goes. I'm not gonna bring the GoPro, but I will have it for the time trial race.
Go, Christy.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me.
All right, guys, welcome to the commentary portion of today's vlog. So this is the Herb Parsons, or the race is called Hooked at Herbs time trial course. Now, obviously it's a mountain bike race. So it was advertised as 4 miles, but it ended up being about 3.5 miles is what my Garmin ended up reporting. As you can see from some of the footage, the trail's a little bit damp. So it actually ended up raining about an hour before we got here. And I think there were just some spots of the course that hadn't just dried out, and we've been getting a lot of rain in this area of the world, I guess. And so it's been different, you know. It's been a challenge. I'm kind of learning to ride in this a little bit better. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit footage with the data, with the watts, because basically what my game plan was is this is a very flat course, and so anytime there was a hill, I wanted to try to put as much power in as possible. Like, that was a very small hill, as you can see, so I was trying to push a little bit on those, but I was going pretty hard. My heart rate right here is 172. My max is about 192, so I was just kind of getting started. I'm actually going to go ahead and fast forward the footage a little bit here. The truth is that there really wasn't a lot of exciting things that happened during this 3.5 mile time trial. That's mostly why I'm speeding it up, but my wheel did slide a couple of times. I think I maybe had like 2 close calls, but nothing too crazy. My biggest problem that I had is that there was actually a couple of corners that I overcooked a little bit. I've been doing this a lot lately when I've been riding. It's just I've been trying to ride so fast that I'm not looking far enough ahead on the trail. And that's usually not a mistake I make, but I'm going so fast, I'm pushing so hard, and I just came up on a couple of corners too quick and had to slow down a lot more than I normally would have to make those corners. So that was kind of like a small mistake that I made during the time trial. And a lot of that also is not really knowing the course. I've ridden here the past 2 years in a row, but I still don't really remember a lot of things. And we did do a pre-ride, but we really only pre-rode the back part of the time trial course. We were kind of more pre-riding the XC course, so really the first half of the course I didn't really remember a lot of the turns and stuff like that, so they pretty much just surprised me. The course was really interesting as far as being wet. Like, it would be really damp in some places, and then it would be almost completely dry in other places. So my game plan, besides trying to attack the hills a little bit, was anytime it was dry, was, you know, to put the power down and go as fast as possible. And anytime I entered any of those damp corners or rooty, wet, damp corners, I just eased up a bit and made sure that I stayed upright because I didn't want to lose any time to crashing. So I only had, I think, maybe 2 guys come up from behind and pass me from the Cat 2 category, and they were super supportive, super nice. Like, it was so cool. Like, they came up on me, and, like, we both exchanged, you know, like, go, 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 good job, great job out there. So that was really cool. But really, that's going to be it for the commentary today. Like I said, not a lot to report for this time trial. I went all out. I didn't hit my max heart rate today, but I think I got pretty close with the 188. I don't actually know if I won or not. They are not going to announce the time trial results until tomorrow after the XC race, so I have no clue if I won. After I crossed the finish line, I stopped because there's only one other girl racing me, and she's pretty fast. She's ridden this course a lot. So I stopped and I looked back and just kind of started counting to see if she showed up, and I kind of just got distracted and stopped counting, but I think I did beat her. I think I won, but I'll know more tomorrow. So anyways, I'll see you guys here in a minute in the rest of the video. Explain to us what ended up happening with your bike.
We decided to work on it, took the front wheel off, messed with the caliper, put it back in, and the front brake just went to nothing. We decided to call the peddler bike shop and see if they could bleed it for us possibly. We called them and said they could not bleed it. So, well, that's not going to work. So then we called back, and after they had a brake to fix it.
Instead of getting your brake bled, you just bought a new one.
Yes, because they said they didn't have time today to bleed the brake, but they had time to sell me one.
That's cool. But I mean,
I showed up at the time trial about 2 minutes before they were getting ready to start it. So I got there, I didn't have a number, I was not registered. I asked the guy, I said, what do you want to do? He said, just go ahead and race. And so I started the race, had a good race. I believe I beat Ryan by a long shot. I mean, I don't think it was really close, to be real honest. I'm kind of embarrassed for him because he tries hard. But we all had fun, so that's what matters. We got the bike fixed, I got my race in. I still haven't registered yet, I still haven't paid. I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
We all finished the time trial. Misty didn't race today, but you're gonna race tomorrow.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
that
in.
the plan?
Yes, in.
Yeah, and it's a little wet. It rained like an hour before we rode, so it wasn't dry like we had hoped, but you know, that's mountain biking, especially this year. Every race that we go to is wet.
Well, so you should be good for it. You've had a lot of practice.
No, I still suck at it. So now we're headed to get some dinner. We have to go to Ruby Tuesdays because Sean, when you travel with Sean, he has all these requirements that you have to meet. He calls them tradition. I call them requirements.
He's like a high maintenance woman.
That's right. No, he's like a loud woman, loudmouth woman is what he is.
All right, guys, you heard it here. He's a loudmouth woman. Alright guys, that's gonna be it. See, y'all are making me nervous. Oh jeez. That's gonna be it for today's video. We're just resting, getting ready for the XC race tomorrow morning.
Sure, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button to get future notifications for future videos.
Misty's already passed out. Alright guys, I'll see you guys on the next one.
I'm chasing fire.